Good evening. Welcome to Thinking is Contagious. A couple of things. Just joined Parlor. Read a lot of good things. Heard the CEO on a couple of the financial networks. And I think it's an alternative. At least today, it seems to be aimed at protecting the freedom of speech. It's not so concerned, or it's not concerned with dictating policy. I'm going to give it a try. Gone on there, posted a couple of the programs from YouTube on there, and give it a try. Having said this, I think that we need to look at, there's 71 million people, over 71 million people that voted for Donald Trump. I think we see today that the mainstream media has gone out of their way to try to silence those who do not think like them. I've talked about in a previous program today how we have members of the left from AOC to the gentleman that worked with Mayor Pete, and to several other people that have come out and floated the idea, or actually not floated the idea, but said that they're going to pursue lists of Trump supporters to make sure that they pay the price for having supported Trump, for having received paychecks from Trump, for having been involved with Trump. I think you saw that Jake Tapper tweeted that, warning people that were on social media supporting Trump, that be aware that this could fall into the hands of future employers and does not bode well. I know that they're talking about starting a committee, and I forget the name of the committee, but it reminds me of George Orwell, 1984, some type of committee to review and pursue those that were Trump supporters, or who were politically connected to Trump, and hold them accountable for their actions. This is what we're facing. Sounds like Cuba, sounds like Venezuela, sounds like China, communist China, sounds like Russia. This is what we're talking about. Read George Orwell, read 1984. This is dangerous stuff. So 71 million plus people supported Donald Trump. I say we now take action. We defend our rights, our freedom of speech. It's a big step, and I know many of you are addicted. But the biggest message we can send is to boycott. Stop using Facebook. Stop using Twitter now. Let our voices be heard. Believe me, if this gains any traction, you will bring the likes of Facebook, Twitter, the mainstream media, you will bring them to their knees. We need to boycott. We need to let them know that we are not going to accept their dictating policy. We are not going to accept them telling us what we can or cannot discuss, share, what we can or cannot think is correct, that we cannot give our opinions. Boycott Facebook. Boycott Twitter. Stop using them. We may even end up where we need to stop using YouTube. But let's start with a very simple Facebook. Let's hit Facebook. Let's stop using Facebook and see what happens. I think that we have a lot of power as a group. I think that we need to show that we have a united front, and I think that we need to be proactive as opposed to reactive. I hope you consider this, and if you do, all I say is share. Share it. Send it around. Let's get people involved. You'll survive without Facebook. And I think, more importantly, the message will get out that do not tread on me. Do not challenge my liberties. And do not ever, ever think of in any way, shape, or form curtailing or in any way stopping my freedom of speech rights and allowing me to say and act according to what my beliefs are. As long as they're not hurting anyone, as long as they are not destructive, those are my rights, and those are your rights. And the sooner we stop, the sooner we get our voices heard, the better off we're going to be about this. Boycott Facebook now. Thanks.